Hello everyone, I am Rohit Tana and I am currently in my final year.
Okay.
And sir, I have recently cracked SD internship offer from Amazon.
Okay. And is it on campus or off campus, Rohit Rana?
So it was off-campus opportunity.
Okay. So hello guys, with the name of God Ram, LeetCode asked this problem for Q4 lexicographically maximum max array, and they copied this question from our course. I taught the exact same question on July 2025. The proof is in this Google document. This is an Amazon OA question which was asked like 10 months ago, and full solution is there here. So whoever is my course student knew the solution in advance, and you could copy paste these codes and get an AC, and you could get top 100 ranks immediately. Okay, that could happen to you. That could very easily happen to you. Okay, so guys, react with emojis if you want to look at the document where I solved the same question 1 year ago. Do you want to look at that document? Here is the document. You guys can open it. The full solution is there already. That's why I always say that please properly follow my YouTube videos and properly follow my course. Each and every LeetCode contest, they always copy the third question and fourth question from our 851 hour course or from my YouTube videos. Because from a long time, LeetCode contest setters, I think, are my past students only, and they love my high quality questions. They keep on copying it. So if you prepare well from the course, you will get exactly same question or similar questions, and you will get very top ranks. Okay. So please be active. For example, I will teach some another question yesterday, and after 2-3 weeks, same question will again get asked in LeetCode contest. Okay. At this point, I'm very sure about it. So guys, let's start the procedure. So they are saying that you are given an array. Okay, and the array input can be anything from 0 to 10 raised to 5, blah, 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 blah. Does not matter actually. So they are saying that let's create any random array and let's see what happens, right? Let's say 5, 0, 1, 3, 4, 2, 0, 1. This is the array, okay? 5, 2, 3. Okay, this is the array given to you. Let's use zero-based indexing, right? They are saying break this array intelligently. They are telling you to break this array intelligently. They are telling you to break this array intelligently. You cannot just break it normally. You need to break it intelligently. You need to break this array intelligently in subparts. Like first you will select a prefix. You will break this part, and then you will select another prefix of the remaining array, this part and this. Like it's your choice in how many parts you want to break. For each prefix, you will calculate a single value called as max, MEX, not MAX, it is MEX, okay? So you will calculate MEX of that part, and the final result should look very big. That's what they want. The final result should be lexicographically maximum array. So the solution is very easy, greedy solution. Anyone can solve it immediately. There are so many similar questions in our 851 hour structured course. So it's very easy, very easy to solve. Okay, very easy to solve, nothing complicated. Clear? Nothing complicated. Okay. First, I want to talk about what is max. Like I need to clear it up, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 7. What is the max of this sequence of elements? Max is the smallest positive number not available in the set. MEX is the smallest positive number which is not available in the set. So all the high quality intelligent people in the meeting, please tell me what is the MEX of this sequence. I'm opening the Google chat. 3, 2, 1. Guys, what is the MEX of this set? Please tell me. I'm teaching you what is max. MEX, not MAX. What is the MEX of this sequence? Write in the Google chat. Till then, I'm drinking water. Yeah. Tell me, guys. Answer is 4. 4 is the smallest number which is not available in this set. Okay, you got it? You got it? Good going. Great going. Nice. Awesome. Love you. Now listen. So 4 is the max, right? So guys, I want to increase my trust factor. So let me ask you max of some other sequence. What is the max of this sequence? What is the smallest number not available, smallest positive number not available in this sequence? 1. Okay, nice. Interesting. Love you. So guys, what are they saying is that whatever array is given to you, like let's try to clear up the understanding of the problem. I'm not writing things here. I'm just showing them to you because just showing you things is enough. They are saying that break this array in some sub-arrays. Break the array into some sub-arrays. It is your choice in how many sub-arrays to divide and what should be the size of each sub-array. It is totally your choice, okay? It is totally your choice, okay? So this is the first sub-array, second sub-array, third sub-array. Totally your choice. For each sub-array, you will calculate the max. So guys, can anyone tell me if I divide it like this, what will be the MEX of the final array? What will be the MEX of the final array? Can anyone use their brain and tell me? 5013 ka MEX will be what? 2. 420 ka MEX will be what? 1. 1523 ka MEX will be what? 0. So our answer will be 210. If I divide this array into 3 parts, then the final result will be 210. They want this final result to be lexicographically the largest. How does an array become lexicographically the largest? Use your brain. Connect the dots, as Steve Jobs said. Lexicographically largest. They want it to be lexicographically largest. 210 is a possible answer, but there is a better answer possible. Let's think about the better answer, which is indeed possible in this case, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3. If you divide it like this, baby, okay? 0, let me see. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You divide it like this, and then I can get 4, right? If I look at it carefully, let me say. Yeah. 4 is possible. Not here. And then I divide it like this. Now, guys, tell me what will be the answer. If I divide the array in these two parts optimally, what will be the max of this? 6. Max of this 4. So the answer will be 6, 4. Earlier the answer was 210. Now the answer is 6, 4. Which is lexicographically larger? Is 6, 4 larger or 210 larger? There is a very easy way to compare. You compare the first element. Let's say this is array A, this is array B. Whichever array is having the first element is larger, that is lexicographically larger. For example, if A was 212 and B was 213, then which is larger? Check from the left hand side. If the elements are equal, ignore them. Elements are equal, ignore them. The first occurrence where the element is bigger, let's say the array B had the bigger element. So yeah, B is lexicographically larger than array A. Clear to you people? B is lexicographically larger than array A. Clear, guys? Everyone write yes in the Google chat if they understand what is lexicographically larger and what is not lexicographically larger. Okay, guys, now what is the question? Question is telling you understanding. So simple. LeetCode fourth question you can do immediately if you are my code structure student. Now listen, I taught the exactly same question. So 1 year ago. Understanding is what? Understanding is that divide the given array optimally into subarrays such that the final max result of each of the subarrays created is lexicographically maximum. So guys, the question can be immediately solved now. Let's use common sense. Okay, let's use common sense. Everyone write common sense in the Google chat. Then we will start using common sense in the question and it will be solved immediately without any problem. Okay. So guys, all are ready to use common sense with me? LeetCode ++. Namit is writing AI -. Okay, great job. So guys, common sense use करने को तैयार हो? तो चलो common sense use करते हैं जो भगवान ने भर के दिया हुआ है. ठीक है? Let's see the problem backwards. Backwards means this is the array given to you. Just imagine, Einstein said visualization, imagination is very important. Only a human can do. Human can generate output without any great inputs. So that's the specialty of human brain, which AI cannot replicate. Now listen, you want to divide it into some parts. Then let's say you will get the max, right? M1, M2, M3 or something like that. You want this to be lexicographically maximum. Everyone use your brain and tell me greedily, if you want this final result to be lexicographically maximum, then what should happen? What should happen to make sure that this final M1, M2, M3, this array is lexicographically maximum? ऐसा क्या प्रॉपर्टी होगा तब जाकर ये सबसे बड़ा lexicographically maximum बनेगा? The one line answer is M1 should be the largest possible number. अरे ये लेक्सिकोग्राफिकली मैक्सिमम तभी ना होगा जब इसका पहला नंबर सबसे बड़ा हो ताकि दूसरे सारे एरेज को बीट कर दे. द फर्स्ट कंडीशन ग्रीडीली विच इज गुड फॉर नाउ एंड गुड फॉर आफ्टरवर्ड्स आल्सो. बाद में बड़ा नहीं मिलेगा चलेगा, पहला नंबर बड़ा होना बहुत जरूरी होता है लेक्सिकोग्राफिकली मैक्सिमम में. If M2, M3 is not big, we don't give a dash about it, but we do care a lot about M1 because while comparing lexicographically, we check from the left hand side. M1 should be the largest. So everyone write in the Google chat, M1 should be the largest. M1 should be the largest. Please write this in the Google chat. M1 should be the largest. M1 should be the largest. Write this thing in the Google chat. So guys, M1 should be the largest. Go back. What does this mean in reverse? This means the first subarray I choose should have the maximum max. Full problem has been solved. If you go in backward direction, you wanted the final result to be lexicographically maximum, it means you want the M1 to be maximum. If you want M1 to be the maximum, it means the first subarray you are choosing should have the largest max. Everyone write in the Google chat. The first subarray we choose should have the largest max. The first subarray we choose should have the largest MEX. Clear? Clear, 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 clear. First subarray we choose should have the largest MEX. I am also writing. First subarray we choose should have the largest max. And this solves the question immediately, right? Like it just solves the question immediately, right? The first subarray you choose should have the largest max. So let's take that example again and let's see what happens. So 501342. Guys, do you know max is an increasing property? Max is a increasing property. So what is the max of this part? It is 0. Max of this prefix is 1. Max of this prefix is 2. Max of this prefix is 2. Max of this prefix is, as the numbers increases, the probability increases that number not possible will be greater and greater. Max of this sequence is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Max of this sequence is 6. 6, 6, 6. Okay, clear? So it is 0, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay. Now, guys, everyone tell me in the Google chat, agreed, agreed, agreed. If you also agree with me कि हाँ सर हमको दिख रहा है जैसे हम नंबर बढ़ाते हैं ना तो मैक्स की वैल्यू भी बढ़ती है. मैक्स की वैल्यू हमेशा बढ़ती है बेटा, ये बात याद रखना. मैक्स की वैल्यू हमेशा बढ़ती है. वाई? अरे तुम ही कॉमन सेंस लगाओ. मैक्स का मतलब क्या? द स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर विच इज नॉट अवेलेबल. अब तुम और नंबर ठूसोगे तो वो जो स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर नॉट अवेलेबल है वो बड़ा होते जाएगा ना. इफ यू अप्लाई कॉमन सेंस. Which one? Yeah. So, okay. Now, guys, listen to me carefully. We'll talk to you in 5 minutes. Now, अच्छा, guys, मैं चाहूँ तो आगे जा सकता हूँ, बट मुझे आपके साथ मजे करने हैं. तो आप मुझे इंग्लिश में लिख के बताओ, इंटेलिजेंट लोग जैसे, कि ये सेट में ज्यादा नंबर डालने से मैक्स इंक्रीज क्यों होता है. कोई आपको ऐसा मैथमेटिकली इंटरव्यू में पूछा था, क्या लिखोगे जरा बताओ. क्योंकि बच्चे लोग को कोडिंग वोडिंग आती है बट वो इंटरव्यू में बोल नहीं पाते. एआई ने बहुत वीक कर दिया है. हिंदी में लिखो या इंग्लिश में लिखो चलेगा. मुझे बताओ कि अगर एक सेट है उसमें ज्यादा नंबर ठूसने से उसका मैक्स बढ़ क्यों रहा है. कैन एनीवन गिव मी एनी वैलिड आर्गुमेंट फॉर दैट? फॉर एग्जांपल, हाँ बताओ. एन की वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो रही है, हाँ नंबर ऑफ वैल्यूज इंक्रीज हो रही है, बट एमईएक्स क्यों बढ़ रहा है? कोई बता सकता है एमईएक्स क्यों बढ़ रहा है? अच्छा हुआ मैंने तुम लोग से पूछा. देखो अभी तुम इंटरव्यू में कुछ बोल ही नहीं पाते गाइस, फिर जॉब नहीं मिलेगा. चलो कुछ ना कुछ बोलना पड़ेगा ना. क्यों? स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर मिसिंग है ना, तो ज्यादा नंबर डालेंगे तो हो सकता है स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर भी कवर हो जाए. ये बात सही है. यासिर को थोड़ा कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन दो. इट रिड्यूसेस द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ हैविंग अ स्मॉलर एब्सेंट नंबर. गाइस, अंकुर कुमार सिंह को भी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन दो. प्रोबेबिलिटी कम हो रही है ना, समझे? जैसे तुम ज्यादा नंबर ठूस रहे हो तो दिखती बात है सारे छोटे नंबर भी आ गए होंगे. समझ रहे हो ना? जनरली स्पीकिंग मैक्स कभी डिक्रीज नहीं हो सकता. पहली बात याद रखना, मैक्स कैन नेवर डिक्रीज. फॉर एग्जांपल 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, इसका मैक्स क्या है? 2 है. अब तुम इसमें कितने भी नंबर ऐड करो मैक्स 2 ही रहेगा. कम नहीं हो सकता मैक्स नंबर ऐड करने पे. पर अब ज्यादा नंबर ऐड कर रहे हो तो हो सकता है तुम एक दिन इसमें 2 भी ऐड कर दो तो मैक्स 2 से बढ़ के 6 हो जाएगा. समझे? सो यू कैन एक्सप्लेन टू द इंटरव्यूअर लाइक दिस, दैट सर इफ द मैक्स ऑफ अ सेट इज 2, now we can add any elements which are greater than 2, but still the max remains 2. Max will never decrease. But as I'm adding more numbers, there is a probability that I might add 2 also in the sequence as I'm adding more numbers. Then the max will directly become 6 or more than that. So max can always increase or stay the same. It will never decrease. That's why max has an increasing nature. It is a monotonic nature. Okay? तो अच्छा होगा तुम लोग की बात आ गई. That's why I teach you like this so you can pass the interviews and always. Now listen, guys, you have to select the first subarray. You have to select the first subarray. You have to select the first subarray which has the maximum max. So can anyone tell me which is the easiest subarray to select? Answer is retard maxing. Basic answer is just select the full array ना. The full array will always have the maximum max. Yes or no? देख रहा है ना? पूरे array में सबसे ज्यादा एलिमेंट है, उनका मैक्स देखो ना 6 आ रहा है. Everyone right. Full array will always have the maximum max. Yeah, it looks little odd that if we select the full array then we don't have anything else to select. We will discuss about it later. But guys, everyone right, full array will always have the maximum max. Full array will always have the maximum max. But एक चीज आपको दिख रही है जो मुझे दिख रही है. If we want to calculate the best answer of this, we want the first number to be the largest. So we want to select the first subarray with largest max. You guys are saying, sir, please select the full array. It has the 6 max. But there exists a smaller prefix also. This also has the 6 as a max. So one time it becomes 6, it remains 6 for a long time, right, baby? So select the smallest subarray whose max is equal to the full subarray. So guys, the solution is first subarray you select should have the maximum max. Should have the maximum max. We know that full array always has the maximum max. So select the smallest prefix. So select the smallest prefix, bro. So select the smallest prefix. Select the smallest prefix whose max is equal to max of the whole array. That's it, problem solved. Yeah. So guys, is it difficult to do? मुझे तो लगता है सोते सोते भी कर सकते हो, राइट? मतलब अरे क्या ही करना है, चुपचाप पहले तो पूरे एरे का मैक्स निकालते बैठो, ठीक है? ज्यादा दिमाग मत लगाओ, चुपचाप मैक्स निकालो. You can calculate a max array, right? 0, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6 like this. It will take O of n time, right? The last value is 6. So what do you have to find in this array? Can anyone tell me? If the last value is 6, what do you have to find in this array? First occurrence of 6. अरे बड़ी वैल्यू सबसे पहली बार कहां आई थी? वो वाले एरे को पहला सब एरे घोषित कर देंगे. Do you guys understand? We calculate a corresponding max prefix array, prefix max array. Okay. We know that the last number will be largest max, but we cannot select the full array. Then the array will be destroyed completely. So what do? 6 was coming earlier also. So we select the first time when 6 came. The first occurrence of 6, you can maintain it in a hash map, baby. If you don't know these things, please do my prerequisite course with acgura.in. So you just select this guy like this. Yeah. And this is your first subarray. Okay. Clear? Everyone write yes if all these things are clear to them in their head. 100 सालों तक ये बात आपको नहीं भूलनी है. मरने के पहले पूछा जाएगा कुमार के सर ने क्या पढ़ाया था इस सेशन में, आंसर आना चाहिए. टेंशन मत करो, ऐसा नहीं होगा. नाउ लिसन केयरफुली. आई विल नॉट से एनीथिंग. कोई मुझे बता सकता है, देखते हैं किसमें कितना IQ है. सो गाइज बी रेडी फॉर योर IQ टेस्ट. I told you to select a first subarray whose max is maximum. Why am I selecting this one rather than selecting the full subarray? दोनों का आंसर 6 ही आने वाला है ना. ये वाले को भी सिलेक्ट करूंगा, then also the first element will be 6. पूरा array भी सिलेक्ट करूंगा, then also the first element will be 6 in the final resultant array. Why am I selecting the smallest prefix with maximum max instead of the full array? Only an intelligent student can answer this question. मैं चाहता तो पूरा array सिलेक्ट कर लेता भाई, उसका भी तो मैक्स 6 ही आ रहा है ना. क्यों मैं छोटे प्रीफिक्स को सिलेक्ट कर रहा हूं जिसका मैक्स 6 आ रहा है? क्यों मुझे चुल मची है ये करने की? मैं चाहूं तो थर्ड वाला ये वाला सिलेक्ट कर लूं. लो ये वाला सिलेक्ट कर लूं, इसका भी तो मैक्स 6 आ रहा है, ये बीच वाले पार्ट का. लो अब बोलो. तो गाइज इसका आंसर मालूम है क्या है? इसका आंसर है to give chance to other people to further increase your value. क्या मतलब है मैं बताता हूं, देखो ध्यान से सुनना. यदि तुम if you selected the full array, your final answer would be what? 6 and then nothing else is possible. Okay. But if you selected the smallest subarray with max 6, this yellow color part, then your first value is what? 6. But you can now write the second value also because you have left space for the second value. Your array is still pending. So the rest of the part ka max will be what? 0, 1, 5, 2, 3 is what? Max is what? 4. So now the answer will be 6, 4. If you take the whole array, answer is 6. So see, for the first element, both are tying. There is a tie. If you compare both the arrays, the first element is a tie. If the first element is a tie, check the second element. Here, second element does not exist. Here, the second element exists. Second element exists. It means this is lexicographically bigger. इस दुनिया में एक बात अच्छे से याद रखना, जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको हर बार बेस्ट परफॉर्म करना है. इफ यू जस्ट स्टे इन द गेम, हो सकता है आपका कॉम्पिटिटर आगे हो ही नहीं, बट यू आर अवेलेबल, सो यू विन. बट अवेलेबल जिंदा कब रहोगे? जब अच्छे से भगवान का नाम लिया हो, खाना पीना अच्छे से खाया हो, एक्सरसाइज किया हो. तो जिंदा रहने के लिए हम पीछे एरे को छोड़ रहे हैं ताकि हमारे बच्चे पैदा हो सके. बच्चे यहाँ पर आएंगे तो हमारा एरे बड़ा करेंगे. इफ आई ट्राई टू टेल यू इन अ टेक्निकल मैनर, if you're able to achieve the maximum max already, then try to do it in a smaller space so that some array part is remained which can come and make the second element as largest as possible. Our first goal was to make the first element as largest as possible, but when it is done you should try to make the second element largest, because in the end we have to make the MEX the largest. That's why everyone write yes 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 in the Google chat if it is totally clear in the question. Okay Shabnam, I will look into it later. So guys, what is the solution? Solution is totally over. Can anyone tell me what is the n squared solution of this? आंखें बंद कर करके इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व किया जा सकता है. The n square approach is here in front of you. ध्यान से मेरी बात सुनना. n square approach क्या है? What will you do in the first iteration? You will just calculate the MEX like this, right? You will just calculate the MEX, and whatever is this value, let's say this value is 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 6 2 2 2 1 1, like this it is, okay? Or let's say 0, like this it is, okay? This is the MEX. So you will check what? This is the first time 6 is coming. You will divide this as what? Part 1. You will calculate its max and store in the answer. Now what will you do? Now forget about the previous part. Forget this max array. Forget this previous part. Assume this as your new array and apply the same old algorithm again. Apply the same old algorithm again. Again make a prefix max array for this part, guys. Again make the prefix max array for this part. Whichever is the smallest part prefix with the maximum max, take it. This will be the second largest element in this resultant array. If this is the answer, then forget this part. For this array, again consider it as a new small array. Make a prefix max array. Do the same algorithm again and again until the array is totally destroyed. Everyone write yes sir, yes sir, yes sir if it is clear. हर बार क्या करना है? हर बार जो करंट array है उसको अपना न्यू array समझो, एल्गोरिदम चलाओ, अच्छा पार्ट काटो, आंसर में डालो. पार्ट काटने के बाद जो नया एरे बनता है उस एरे के ऊपर फिर से वही एल्गोरिदम लगाओ, फिर से वही चीज करो, करते रहो जब तक एरे खत्म ना हो जाए. In worst case, it can happen that you are running the algorithm again and again and only one element is getting deleted at a time. So first it will take O of n iterations. Then in the worst case, it can take, if the remaining array is of n minus 1 size, then n minus 1 iteration, then n minus 2 till 1. So what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus till n? It is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2. So O of n into n plus 1 by 2 is what? N square by 2 plus n by 2, which is roughly O of n square. I hope this thing is clear. हम greedy थे ना, लेक्सियोग्राफिकली चीजों को मैक्स करना चाहते थे, तो हर बार वही एल्गोरिथम बार बार चिपका दिया नए नए एरे पे. क्लियर? एवरीवन राइट क्लियर सर, यस सर. अगर सबको सब समझ आ गया तो अभी एफिशिएंसी के ओवर जाएंगे. ओके ठीक है गाइज, एक काम करना है तुम लोग को. अब रुको थोड़ी देर के लिए चैट मुझे, हाँ जितने भी लोग ये मीटिंग में हैं, एवरीवन प्लीज ये लिंक्डइन पोस्ट को लाइक करो और ध्यान से पढ़ना और इसको फॉलो करना. ठीक है? ये बहुत बच्चे लोग ये सब गलती कर रहे हैं तो फिर प्रॉब्लम होता है. ठीक है? IQ डिक्रीज हो रहा है. मैं नहीं चाहता आप लोग का IQ डिक्रीज हो, तो याद से लाइक करना और पढ़ लेना. क्लियर? अब चलो दूसरी बात करते हैं, हाउ टू डू इट एफिशिएंटली, एंड देन द सेशन इज ओवर फॉर टुडे, राइट? एक बात बताऊं, बुरा मत मानना. 2 arrays can solve it efficiently in an instant. One is what? S1 array, S2 array. There are 2 approaches, by the way. The other approach I already taught it 1 year ago. You can see it in this document. But like the new approach I am telling you today. देखो, मैं क्यों तुमको ये सब चीजें इमीडिएटली पढ़ा पाता हूं? जैसे मैंने सुबह ये क्वेश्चन देखा तो मुझे याद आ गया कि 1 साल पहले मैंने इसको इधर पढ़ाया था. फिर मैंने सोल्यूशन खुद से बना लिया. मुझे ऐसा नहीं करना पड़ा कि मेरे को देख के या आंसर देख के याद करना पड़ा हो कि आंसर क्या होगा. अब मैं तुमको एक बात फ्रैंकली बोलूं तो ये जो मैंने दूसरी अप्रोच पढ़ाई थी ना 1 साल पहले, ये वाला, ये मुझको खुद को याद नहीं आ रहा है कैसे मैंने पढ़ा दिया. ठीक है? और मुझे समझ भी नहीं आ रहा है. तो अब मैं दूसरे सोल्यूशन के साथ आया हूं, एफिशिएंट अप्रोच. ओके? क्योंकि मुझे खुद का ही याद नहीं आ रहा है मैंने क्या पढ़ाया था. सो ये जो मैंने पढ़ाया था इसका वीडियो देख लेना. अब मेरा मूड में कुछ और चल रहा है. सो देयर आर 2 सॉल्यूशंस फॉर एफिशिएंट. सो लेट्स गो ऑन विद द सेकंड वन. बिकॉज जो मेरे माइंड में स्पॉन्टेनियसली आता है मैं आपको डायरेक्टली वो पढ़ाता हूं, मैं रट के नहीं आता हूं, ताकि आपको पता चले कि ऑन द स्पॉट भी आंसर निकाला जा सकता है, रटने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है? सो गाइज, इफ यू ट्राई टू फॉलो द इंट्यूशन, देन व्हाट विल बी द इंट्यूशन? intuition. At the end of the day, what are you doing, bro? You are dividing it like this, right? What if I create a suffix array which tells me what is the maximum max of this suffix? Then the problem is solved now. Let's say this is position I. S1 of I tells me what is the max of all the elements from index I to index n. And S2 of I tells me what? The smallest subarray size, which can give you the same answer. So guys, if S1 array, S2 array is calculated, the problem is solved. Wait, I'm telling you what it is. Everyone please be fully focused. देखो मैं दो array ऐसे calculate कर रहा हूँ जिससे पूरा game बदल जाएगा. S1 of I will tell me what? Max of elements from I to n. Guys, I hope इतना coding आपको आता होगा कि how to calculate and pre-calculate the max of elements from I to n. This much you have done in our course and training, or else you will look at the codes, okay? आप पीछे से ट्रैवल करो और हैश मैप में चेक करते रहना कौन सा स्मॉलेस्ट पॉजिटिव नंबर नहीं आया है. 100 बात की एक बात, खत्म बात, ज्यादा सोचना नहीं है. Amortized time complexity will be O of n only. So S1 of I will store the max. मतलब let's take the zero based indexing. So we will calculate S1 of 7, S1 of 5 till S1 of 0. You will travel backwards. For each suffix, you should know what is the max of this suffix. Everyone write I can calculate, I can calculate. If you think you can calculate MEX of all the suffixes, then you can store and pre-calculate it in S1 array. Everyone write this in the Google chat. I can calculate and give me the confirmation that you guys can do it. मुझे पूरा भरोसा है, इतना दिमाग होगा कैसे ना करके हैश टैग पे घुसा के कर लोगे. Everyone write guys, I can calculate. कर लोगे खुद से S1 हो जाएगा. Okay. So guys, now the problem is solved. Let's talk about S2 array. What will be S2 array? Same thing I taught you today. See, why am I calling you in live session? Because in live session, things go deeper in your brain because you're actually doing the stuff. By reading, you understand somewhat. By reading on paper and book, you understand better. By listening to video, you understand more. You retain more. And when coming in a live class and doing the things, actually, you learn the best in a way which stays in your brain and you can recall it long time after also. So MEX of all the elements from I to n. S2 of I will be what? Smallest subarray starting at index I whose max value is equal to max of all the elements from I to n. Guys, you know na, max of all the elements from I to n is the maximum max possible for that array from I to n, right? So S2 of I will just tell you what is the smallest subarray starting at index I. So it will tell you, it will directly give you the output as index j, that this is the smallest part which has the same max as the larger part. So पूरा क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो गया ना अगर आप ध्यान से देखो तो. Let's say this is your question, okay? And you have calculated the S1 array also, S2 array also. Now guys, things are done. Let's say S1 of 0, ये पूरे का मैक्स कुछ आ रहा है, ठीक है? कुछ आ रहा है पूरे का मैक्स, ठीक है? कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है. S2 of 0 is 5. Can anyone tell me what does this mean? I have pre-calculated S1 and S2 array. S2 of 0, S1 of 0 is what? Max of full suffix from 0 to 10. I know this. S2 of 0, 5 means what? It means that 0 to 5 is the smallest subarray whose max is equal to the suffix from 0 to 10. 0 से 10 का जो भी max आया था जो S1 0 में stored था, 0 से 5 वही चीज का smallest part है, समझे? So S1 of 0 tells you what? S1 of 0 tells you that what is the smallest subarray starting at index 0 which has the same max as max from 0 to end. So guys, this immediately tells you that this should be the first subarray. And your answer will be what? S1 of 0 you will be storing at the first element. Now what will you do? I will stay totally silent. You have S1 array, S2 array, and you know that the first part is what? S1 of 0. Now anyone can tell me what will we do? Where will we go in this array now? We don't need to even cut the array. Everyone use your brain and tell me what to do. S1 0, S2 0 told us what is the first part immediately. Now where will we go in this array? Where will we try to analyze now? At which index we will go? Write in the Google chat guys, at which index we will go? We will, अच्छा मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा. पहला पार्ट ये फिक्स हो गया था. कौन से इंडेक्स पे जाना चाहिए? इंडेक्स 6 दिख रहा है आंखों के सामने. We will go to S2 0 plus 1 index. Okay. You go to index 6. What will you do at index 6? You know S1 of 6. You know the The max of this suffix, this yellow color part is S1 of 6. You also know S2 of 6, the smallest subarray, which starts at 6 but gives the same max as from 6 to 10. Let's say S2 of 6 is this red color part from 6 to 8. So guys, the full problem is solved immediately. Let's say S2 of 6 is this. Somehow you know S2 of you know S1 of 6 and you know S2 of 6 also. Okay. S1 of 6 is nothing but max from 6 till the end. And S2 of 6 is the smallest subarray generating the same max value starting at 6. S2 of 6 is 8. Now what will I do? The second element will be what? Second element will be S1 of 6. Now I will go to which index, guys? Tell me. I will stay silent. Which index will I go to? I am silent. Once this second part has been calculated, I will go to which index? All things are happening in O of 1 time, huh? Because I know S10, S20 in O of 1 time. I know S16, S26 in O of 1 time. I have pre-calculated those things. Now I will go to index 9. I will again analyze S1 of 9, S2 of 9. And guys, the full question will be solved in O of n time in the worst case. Everyone write brilliant, brilliant, brilliant in the Google chat if they understand that if somehow they calculate S1, S2 array, the problem is solved because you already know the values. You already know the suffix max. You already know the size of the shortest subarray starting at that index, which will give the same suffix value. If you pre-calculate those things, your life is set. सब लोग ब्रिलियंट लिखो अगर ये बात समझ आ गई, दिमाग में घुस रहा है ना. अब ये चीज आपको एग्जाम में भी करनी है, ठीक है? और मैंने 1 साल पहले पढ़ाया भी था. अब ध्यान से सुनो. अब आदित्य वी और सब लोग एकदम ध्यान से सुनेंगे. अब गई सेशन बंद करने के पहले आप बताओ मुझे क्या पढ़ाना रह गया. कुछ चीजें इसमें रह गई. समझ आ गया S1 S2 एरे अगर कैलकुलेट हो गया तो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व है. S1 एरे भी आपको कैलकुलेट करना आता है. क्या चीज इस दुनिया में रह गई? S1 एरे तो कैलकुलेट करना आता है अपन को एक झटके में, पीछे से आगे तक. देखेंगे कौन सा नंबर हैश मैप में है, नहीं है, डाल दिया, खत्म. कौन सा एरे कैलकुलेट करना नहीं सीखा है? S2. बस वो कैलकुलेट करने के बाद गेम खत्म. तो चलो उसको कैलकुलेट करके गेम खत्म कर देता है. So guys, I will not tell you directly, it is a homework for you, but you will understand because you are a brilliant Kumar K student, born to be brilliant from birth. So listen to me carefully, intelligent person. 0 2 3 1 2 3 1 0 4 5. Okay, let's say this is your index I. Okay, you know that S1 of I is what? Let's not, okay, just give me a second. Let's say there is 0 2 3 1 2 3 0 2 3. Okay, there is other elements are also there. So I will not tell you the algorithm, just telling you the intuition is enough. You are at index I. What is S1 of I? Can anyone tell me in the Google chat? मैं शांत रहना चाहूंगा क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि तुम लोग खुद से कर सकते हो इतना तो. या 4 है. S1 of I is what? 4. अब ध्यान से मेरी बात सुनना, फीलिंग लाओ पहले, लड़कियों के लिए नहीं, क्वेश्चन के लिए. सो S1 of I मीन्स MEX of this array. Okay, which is 4. अब क्या होगा? तुमको पता है इसका मैक्स 4 है, इसका मतलब इट मीन्स यू नो दैट 0 1 2 3 हैव अकर्ड बिफोर. शान पट्टी नहीं, आपको पता है 0 1 2 3 पहले आया होगा. ऐसे थोड़ी ना मजे में लिख दिया. If S1 of I is 4, it means 0 1 2 3 is there. All you need to know is the recent occurrence of 0 1 2 3. Create an R array or R hash map. R of 0, R of 1, R of 2, R of 3. Maintain their recent occurrences. What is the recent occurrence of 0 beta? Sir, this. Okay. What is the recent occurrence of 1? Sir, this. What is the recent occurrence of 2? Sir, this. What is the recent occurrence of 3? Sir, this. What is the max of the recent occurrences, bro? So, you know, S1 of I is 4, and whenever it is 4, you do know you have like kept a running maximum of these values, which is R0, R1, R2, R3, and these values will only keep on increasing, so never worry about it. Okay, so you always whenever the value is that, you always keep on calculating their max, but sometimes these values can get updated. So you need to maintain a sorted set which can maintain these values R0, R1, R2, R3. Okay, so like R0, R1, R2, R3 तो आपको हैश मैप में रहेगा, बट इनके जो क्या कहते हैं, कैसे बताऊं मैं आपको, इनकी जो रीसेंट वैल्यूज है आपको वो सॉर्टेड सेट में बार बार अपडेट करनी पड़ेंगी. जैसे अभी तो रीसेंट वैल्यू ऑफ जीरो क्या है, इंडेक्स आई है, बट जब आप यहां पर थे तब रीसेंट वैल्यू ऑफ जीरो क्या थी, इंडेक्स जे था. ठीक है, क्लियर. तो फिर ये सारी चीजें अच्छे से मेंटेन रहेंगी सॉर्टेड सेट में. ओके, एंड यू विल हैव टू कीप टू सॉर्टेड सेट्स. ओके, आई अंडरस्टैंड, देयर विल बी नीड ऑफ टू सॉर्टेड सेट्स. ओके, that's it, nothing more I want to tell you. Rest I give the things to you as homework. S1 of I4 0 1 2 3. अगर आप इंडेक्स आई पर हो, ठीक है, अगर आप इंडेक्स आई पर हो और आपको पता है कि S1 ऑफ आई इज 4, ठीक है, तो आपको तो बस यही जानने की जरूरत है ना कि 0 से लेके 3 तक जितने भी एलिमेंट्स आए थे उनकी रीसेंट अकरेंस का मैक्सिमम क्या है. समझो आपने कैसे भी करके इस चीज को कैलकुलेट कर लिया, तो आपको पता चल जाता है कि दिस वाइट पार्ट इज द आंसर. आपको पता चल जाता है दैट दिस वाइट पार्ट इज द आंसर. वेट, लेट मी शो यू. Now, if at I minus 1, S1 of I minus 1 is also the same value, then what will happen? Let's try to analyze that. What will happen at S1 of I minus 1? ये भी एक बहुत सिंपल सी चीज है. S1 of I minus 1 पर क्या होगा? Let's think about it. समझो अभी भी MEX वैल्यू 4 ही आ रही है. अभी भी MEX वैल्यू क्या आ रही है? 4. So a base array can again be the same as it was previously. Again, let's say this was J1. Okay. So S2 of I was J1. S2 of I was J1. If the previous value is also giving the same max, then S2 of I minus 1 can also be J1 because this will also give the same max value. But now you have the authority to decrease this J1. You can remove these elements and you can check whether 0, 1, 2, 3 exists in this much part or not. And you can very easily do those checks. It's not a very complicated thing, okay? Depending on what max value you are considering currently. And if the max value changes, then you don't need to do anything. Why? Let's say instead of I minus 1, instead of 1 here, there was a 4. So earlier the max value was 4. Now here it has become 5. If it has become 5, you cannot decrement your J1 at all. You can maintain a 2-pointer solution basically. Because the previous part was giving you the max as 4. Now it has become 5, so you cannot decrement it because the answer is dependent on the previous part. तो कुछ नहीं करना है, अज्यूम करना है कि हमको सब आंसर पता है. ठीक है, अज्यूम करो आप इंडेक्स आई पर हो और आपको पता है कि इट्स बेस्ट स्मॉलेस्ट सब एरे इज फ्रॉम I to J1. Let's say you know this, okay? Now how will you calculate the answer for I minus 1? Let's say you're traveling backwards. How will you calculate the answer for I minus 1? If S1 of I was 4 and S1 of I minus 1 is a different value. Let's say it is becoming a different value. Let's say it is becoming 5. Let's say it's becoming something like that. Or let's say it becomes 6 or something, okay? So it was 4 means it was looking something like this. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then, let's say it was something like this. 0, 1, 5, 2, 3. So it was coming as 4, okay? Clear? It was coming as 4, okay? But now an element of 4 is coming here. So this makes the max what? 6. So again, its J1 will be the same. S2 of I will also be J1 only. You cannot change it. So if the max has changed, then the S2 value remains the same. But let's say the max value remained the same. Let's say it was 0, 1, 2, 3, okay? And the max of this thing was coming as what? 4. And here it is, let's say it is 3, okay? So the max value of this part is again what? 4 only. And J1 is, let's say, pointing to this. Now you can decrement your J1 and make this part smaller, and still the max will be like that. So we'll run a 2-pointer solution. I keeps on going back, but if I to J1 is valid, then you will try for J1 minus 1 in some specific cases. If J1 minus 1 does not work out, then J1 is the right answer. That's the 2-pointer solution. Everyone react with emojis if you got the hint what is happening. You fix the answer and you only shift it when you have to shift it. Clear? Okay.